A very warm greeting to everybody present, and welcome to the third edition of the Delhi Retail Summit. May I at the outset thank all of you for making the time to be here and to be present and participate in today's discussions. May I also thank our sponsors and RAI, the RAI team, for putting this particular summit together. I'm not going to talk so much about some of the deliberations, because these are council deliberations, and I'm certain that they will while they're important, would be a list which may not interest you today. So I'm going to specifically speak to the theme today. The theme for today's summit actually came up during discussions that the council members actually had in a meeting earlier in May this year. And one of the principal things that we were actually looking at with this theme was, how do we actually make it relevant, or make discussions relevant, or make RAI relevant for a lot of the retailers that are actually out there, and how can we actually put up a theme which is very live and which is relevant. I thank the participation. I thank the members of the Northern Council for all the thoughts that they've actually provided in getting this particular event together, and kind of bringing this theme to this particular fruition of this particular event. The theme's focus is essentially scale and growth, and transcending boundaries, retailing across India is the theme. And for many retailers, the question is, why should we grow? And I think that is an important point of discussion that we will actually deliberate on today. The definition of growth in today's day and age is also extremely critical. What is big? Yeah. Would a company that gets valued at $2 billion with just 20 people be considered big? And I think that will also become a topic for discussion as we go through deliberations today. Additionally, we live in changing times. Yeah? The dynamics and the environment is constantly changing. The investments that we may be making today may not be relevant for the retail of tomorrow. Yeah? And that will require some amount of crystal ball gazing. What is our channel for growth? Is brick and mortar still going to be relevant or not? And I think that will be another issue of discussion that will actually come up, and which should be very, very relevant. Somebody mentioned to me that Delhi's kitty party culture has actually become virtual now. So you're actually having live ramp shows with the ability to be able to, on a real-time basis, choose, select, and order the designer dresses that are actually walking the ramp. Do we require showrooming at all? And that will become a relevant point in terms of discussion of growth and scale that we will actually look at. The pace of growth is critical as well. I was reading a slightly dated article which actually said till the end of 2013-14, 5 of the major Indian retailers had accumulated losses of 13,000 crores. It is very, very easy to grow fast, and it is very, very easy to burn fast. And I think the pace of growth is very, very critical. The ingredients of growth are critical, and from our perspective, they would be threefold. Obviously, people and talent, that's a very, very critical part. Process and IT, supply chain, and your management structure. For a business that is actually growing, there are always issues around principal-agent relationships that actually need to get addressed. Yeah? How does a small, independent retail business, which is looking to scale up, handle a federal company structure where objectives are set federally and they have to be then executed federally? How do we look at corporate governance issues? All growing businesses are looking to attract capital. And in this day and age, corporate governance becomes an extremely critical part of that particular initiative to attract capital. As you grow, and Secretary Desiraju obviously mentioned some of the elements through the acts that are in play, including the Legal Metrology Act. As you grow from being of a particular size to a larger size, you get exposed to a lot of compliances that you may not have actually seen. So terms like PF, ESI, all start taking a different meaning when you've actually scaled up your business. Lastly, how do we actually anticipate the outcomes of growth? Yeah? Are we open to course correction? Capital is finite. As a leading thought leader has put it, good growth is sustainable, profitable, and capital efficient. Somebody else has also said that it's very easy to spend money, but very difficult to earn it. I'm certain that we can actually look forward today to some very stimulating and insightful discussions. And I would request all of you to make the most of your time here and be an active participant in the discussions that actually entail today. As the chairman of the Northern Council and as a member of the Retailers Association of India, I would just like to end today by saying that the success of RAI is critically dependent on our member base. I would request all of you to actually spread the word, request peer retailers to join the forum so that RAI continues as the pinnacle body which is addressing industry concerns